I use bots to sell this affiliate product in under 24 hours. And today I'm going to show you a super easy way to do this. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to learn anything super complicated. There's a very simple system that you can get started with that will allow you to send out messages to website owners about different products you want to sell. And I'm even going to give you a list of products to sell as well. So my name is Chase with Shinify. If you're brand new here, welcome. You're in the right place if you're looking to get started earning money online. So let's talk about what I did to actually sell this product, and then I'm going to show you how I did it. All right, so first of all, I found a random affiliate offer on something called Warrior Plus. It doesn't matter what site you use. You can use ClickBank, you can use JVZoo, you can use whatever you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a product, and then you're going to ask for an affiliate link for that product. So if I go to Warrior Plus here, go to dashboard, I can go to offers actually, and I can see all the different products that are being offered right now on the marketplace. And then all I have to do is just request to sell one of them. Now, what you want to look for is you want to look for offers that have high conversion rates and high visitor value. Every visit, technically, according to this offer, is worth about $3. So if you can get a click, technically you'll make $3 per click. Now, that's not always the case. It depends on where you're getting your traffic. It depends on whether or not people like the offer that you're sending the offer to. There's all kinds of things that you have to consider. But in a nutshell, what we're going to do is we're just going to request to promote this offer. We'll just click on request approval, and you can say whatever you want. I really think I'd be a good fit for promoting this offer. Click on request. And then usually within the next hour or so, you will get a response. And if you apply to enough of these, you will actually get a lot of yeses. So either way, whenever I get a link, I'm going to see this right here. It's going to say get link. So if I click on get link here, I can copy this link, and whoever I send this link to, it's going to track that with my affiliate cookie. And if somebody buys through this link that I just got, I will make a commission. Okay. Now, again, it doesn't have to be a Warrior Plus offer. It doesn't have to be a ClickBank offer. You could use also, let me just show you, there's a full checklist. If you go to, this is over, I think it's 200 or 300 tools that you can get paid to promote as an affiliate. And it's a full checklist. Now, one of the things you want to check though, before you promote these affiliate offers, is you want to make sure that these websites are fine with you promoting them with bots. Some websites are not going to be okay with it, while others will be okay with it. So just make sure you check the terms on the websites, and you can get started with any one of these that is friendly for promoting in the way we're going to be promoting. Okay, so now what we're going to do is once we have a link, whether we're going to be promoting a link through this spreadsheet or through ClickBank or Warrior Plus, wherever, what we're going to do is we're going to save that link right here. And then what the idea here is we want to send messages to websites through their contact forms. Now, the reason why is because we can use robots to fill out contact forms. If you wanted to do this manually, let me just show you how you would do this. You would go to, I don't know, let's say this offer is about marketing. I could go type in online marketing, and I could find a website that talks about online marketing. And maybe I want to do this, locally. Let's do California. So we can find maybe some local business owners. And let's just do SEO. So let's say we find this company, right? If we click on contact, we can say, hey, I think this would be a great fit for you. And then I can put the link, okay? Now, obviously, if I just send one message to a random business, the chances of me making a sale is going to be very, very low, right? We want to look at volume. And that's why when we're doing this, we would want to use a system that uses bots to fill out these contact forms for us. Because what we can do is we can actually run bots that will send millions and millions of messages through these contact forms for us. And let me show you how that works. So what I do is I have a full list of over 14 million contact forms that we actually find inside of our own company. We have a service that we do where we go and scan hundreds of millions of websites and we find which websites have contact pages. And then we add every single contact page we find to a list. And right now we have about 14 million contact pages that we know about. And so what I want to do is I want to send to those 14 million. Now, the way I do that is by connecting to a remote server, because I don't want to send from my computer because it's going to bog down my computer. It's going to take all my resources away from me. So instead, I'll use a server like this one to actually go out and send these messages for me. So you can see this is just one server here. It's sent so far for this project, 372,000 messages, 392,000, 378,000. And you can have multiple servers sending messages about different offers. You don't have to have like one server and then two servers and three servers all sending messages for the same offer. You can have multiple offers going. And so I like to experiment, right? So it's not that you should send messages about affiliate offers. You can send messages about any offer you want. Let me give you some examples here. So last year I sent a message about, let me show you this. I sent messages about an AI tool, and you can see it says unknown refer. A large portion of this unknown refer was contact forms. You can see I got 27,000 clicks, 3,200 signups, which resulted in a large portion of my sales being from the contact forms. And you can see this goes back even 2 years, thousands and thousands of dollars that I got paid out every single month. I still make money. Look at last month, I still made $1,000 off of this. We have another example. This is a guy that we set this system up for. His name is Marshall. He sent me a message Saturday and he said, craziest, simplest thing I've ever done. Now I'm working on scaling it, but he basically set up an offer that got 3 sales. He made, I think it was $500 in affiliate or $600 in affiliate sales within his first 24 hours of sending about an affiliate offer. But if you don't want to promote affiliate offers, there's plenty of examples of ways that you can actually do this. Let me show you this example over here. We actually set up lead magnets where we say, hey, are you interested in this service? And then when people respond, we can actually get thousands and thousands of leads from it. Let me actually show you a spreadsheet here that I downloaded the other day, and it has thousands and thousands of leads in it. In fact, I got about, I think it was like it was over 4.2 thousand leads. This is just one spreadsheet. And the message we sent was like, hey, are you interested in an AI service? And then all these people in here are leads. Yes, I would like that. Yes, you can contact me here. Thank you. Yes, interested. Yes, please send me the information about the service. And then all we have to do is connect with these people and sell them on a service. So again, you can sell whatever you want. Now, the question is, how do you actually scale this? How do you take contact forms and go from sending, I don't know, a few million or a few 100,000 messages to a few million? And that's what I want to talk about today, because this is like a common question I get. A lot of people get very confused about this process, and it's a good thing to be confused about it because it is confusing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be confused. there is so much that goes into this. And so I want to actually outline for you just kind of the basics of what you need to know. Okay. So I'm not going to say that you should go out and try to send like 100 million messages a day, like I've been doing. Okay. I would recommend that you send out your first million. Okay. If you send out your first million about an offer, you're going to get a lot of data from that, whether you're selling a service, whether you're selling a, affiliate product, whether you're selling, whatever you want, right? You're going to get a lot of data from sending 1 million messages. And I want to talk to you about basically what's required to actually send 1 million messages. So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to leave links in the description of this video so you can go to the different links and you can get whatever you want. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't buy certain things. I'm just going to give you the facts and then you can decide what you want to do with that information. So here are the main links that I would recommend that you look at. And again, I will leave all of these below the video, but in a nutshell, here is the first thing that I would recommend. So first of all, if you're confused about this and you're not sure what to do and you want more information, you're like, hey, I just want to text you, Chase. I want to figure out, if this is right for me, if I should do this. You can always text me at this phone number. I can't guarantee you that I will respond just because I get a lot of people texting me and messaging me. But if you text me at this number, just give me a quick question and I can try to answer it as soon as I can. But in general, this is the first thing I would recommend if you're if you're not in the market of learning all of this yourself. So if you go to this link, this is called the Done For You setup. The Done For You setup is basically, it's $500 or $497. And for that price, what I do is I actually will go and set up a server for you, kind of like how I showed you here. It'll basically start sending. You can put whatever message you want. And by the end of the setup, you'll have it running. It'll be sending messages for you and getting you leads. That would be the first thing I recommend if you don't want to do it yourself. Okay. Now, if you do want to do it yourself, then I'm going to show you what you should do. So first link, Done For You setup, if you want it done for you. Second link, so GSA. GSA is the software that we use. Okay. So if you go grab GSA, it's a $97 license. And what GSA does is it allows you to send these messages in bulk, right? So instead of having to go and manually enter all the information, you would use this tool here. It looks like this. It's called GSA. And it allows you to just start sending messages. You can see every single one of these numbers going up. That's a message being sent. And this is the tool you use for that. Now, in order to use the tool though, you probably will want a few other things. Just getting the license alone is probably not going to get you everything that you want to be able to get started. And that's why I'm going to show you the other things in here, which is the CAPTCHA breaker. The CAPTCHA breaker, that's what allows you to actually break the CAPTCHAs on pages when you go and send a message, because there's a lot of CAPTCHA pages that you're going to run into. It just ups the success rate so that instead of, I don't know, getting like a 20% success rate, you get more like a 50% success rate when you send messages. Next, we have proxies. Proxies are for if you don't want to get your IP address banned. So ideally you would get proxies. I use my private proxy. I get, starting out, maybe 50 proxies, 20 proxies. That's a good starting point. I actually personally pay for about 500 proxies a month. And again, the reason why is because when you have more proxies, you're going to be able to send messages faster. And so for me, if I'm running 10 different servers, I need more proxies. It doesn't mean that you have to have 500 proxies, but if you want to scale this and you want to, let's say, instead of send 1 million messages every few days, you want to send, 10, 20 million messages, you're going to want more proxies because it's going to up the speed in which you send. VPS. VPS is a server, just like how I logged in over here. It's a remote desktop, and you ideally want to get a remote desktop for about $30 a month. I have about 10 remote desktops, 10 of these. So I'm paying about $340 a month. And it's just good to have, so you're not running this on your main computer. And yes, you can run this from a Mac, you can run it from a Windows, it does not matter. Okay, contact form lists. And this is pretty much it. I don't want to give you too much because I know this is a lot, but I'm just giving you your options here. Contact form lists. You would want to get this if you don't want to go and scrape for the websites yourself. Okay, so remember how I told you earlier, we go and scrape these websites. It takes us months to do this. So if you look at this server here, every single one of these projects is 1 million sites that we're contacting. In order to get these sites in advance, we have to go and find them. So there's 2 different aspects to sending messages with robots. The first aspect is that you have to find the websites, okay? And if you're going to find the websites yourself, it's going to take you a long time to go and scan all of the websites. So what we do is we essentially scan pretty much the entire internet for websites, and we find all of the contact forms that are pretty much out there, okay? There's probably more, about 20 to 30 million, but we have about 14 million, which is a lot. And it's taken us months and months and months. And we've been doing this for years to be able to find all these contact forms. Now, to get 2 million contact forms, if you wanted to load in 2 million contact forms that were already pre-scanned, you can go to this website, and it's $97 and you can get 2 million contact forms, or sorry, 127. You get 2 million contact forms. However, if you send me a text, I can actually get you the full master list. It's a little bit more expensive. I paid about $1,000 for it, but you can get 14 million contact forms that are ready to go. And that's what I use. That's what, all the big ballers use. That's what people who want to send 14 million messages and they want to go big, that's what they use. So text me if you want, the 14 million. We don't usually just sell it to to normal people because it's very expensive and it requires a lot more stuff. Okay. Now, skipping these other links because they're not really necessary. The other thing that you can go check out is Viral AI Clone. This is a checklist that I put together that basically teaches you how to do all of this step by step. So every single video inside of this checklist, you can see this is what the checklist looks like. You just go through, you click on the different videos. It shows you how to set up GSA. It shows you how to set up Captcha Breaker. It shows you how to set up everything if you want to DIY it. This course is about, I don't know, $147 or something. Okay. 154. So I know there's a lot of things to buy. There's a lot of things that are expensive. I understand that, but with anything, right? Like if you were to go buy a brand new laptop and you wanted to go make money online because you need a computer to do that, it's going to run you a couple grand, right? If you want a good laptop, it's maybe like $3,000. For this system, if you were to really fully go hard on it, you get all the 14 million contact forms, you get the done for you setup, you get all the proxies you need, you get the private servers. I mean, you'd be probably paying less than this. Maybe it's a couple grand, but the point is that what is it worth to you to have this much firing power, right? Like if you could go and generate 5,000 leads tomorrow, what is that worth to you? Okay. Because I went and invested in this myself. I spent so much money. I spent way more than $2 grand. I spent tens of thousands of dollars to learn the system, to buy all the stuff I needed, to make all the mistakes. You don't have to do that, right? You could probably spend, and also you could start small too. You could just get GSA, get a license for that, get a Captcha Breaker, get a few proxies. It's probably run you a couple $100, right? $200-300. Run it on your computer if you don't want to have a private server, and you could start small. The only problem is when you start small, let's say you're going to send, 10,000 messages a day, right? Or maybe 100,000. That's still a lot of messages. It's just not going to be as much firepower. And it just depends. I always explain it like this. If you're starting a fire, do you want lighter fluid, or do you want to start it with just like a little bit of wood and a lighter, or do you want to just throw the lighter fluid on and just see the fire explode? It's up to you. Okay. So I'm just here to kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't buy anything, but again, if you want help with this, one of the things I would recommend is just get the done for you setup. Now, when you get the done for you setup, you still have to get the licensing. So the done for you setup, again, it's $497. You still have to get the GSA licensing and the Captcha Breaker. which is about $200. And then, like a proxy, 20 proxies, whatever, plus a private server, maybe another $100. So you're looking at like all together with the done for you setup, probably $800 to be up and running. But by the end of it, you have a server that's running and sending messages and generating leads for you. And that's the most important part, is that if you're struggling to get leads, why not use bots to generate the leads for you? I mean, we're in a time right now where you can literally just set up a server, let the bots run, and they will start making you sales. They'll start getting you leads. They'll start doing pretty much everything you need on autopilot, but you just got to set it up. And the hardest part is doing the setup. After the setup, it's literally plug and play. All you have to do is go into the server, change out the message, and that's it. You change out the message and you can start sending whatever you want every single day. I mean, you could theoretically start sending over 1 million messages a day, 10 million. I've, in the last 24 hours, been able to send close to over 100 million messages just because of my setup, but it's a lot more expensive. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're interested in me keeping you up to date with all of the things that we're doing with this, all the tests I'm running, all the things that I'm trying to do, let me know. I've been doing a lot of these tests so that I can show to you that it works. I wanted to show you today that we made an affiliate sale just so you can see that it works. Now, by the way, remember, you might say to yourself, well, Chase, that affiliate sale, you only got one sale. Okay, but like, think about this. On other offers, I've gotten 800 trial signups within the first day. It's not necessarily that every offer you're going to make is going to work. And this is what people always say, like, well, Chase, I sent out messages before. I didn't make any sales. Well, maybe your offer sucked. Maybe your messaging sucked. I just showed you an example of this guy, Marshall. He sent, I think it was 2 million messages. And within the first 24 hours, he made $600 in affiliate sales, right? So it just really depends on what you're offering. It really depends on, what you're trying to do, because there's so many different ways to actually go and run this. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave all the information in the description below, but thanks for stopping by. I hope to see your success with this. I can't wait to see what you do with it. And until next time, happy money making. We'll see you. Bye.